Welcome, Romanian enthusiasts, to day 18 and the most important mood other than the indicative in Romanian. Today we're going to talk about the conjunctive or subjunctive, however you might call it. It has the same meaning, it has the same kind of logic as in other Latin languages. That's why I write here subjunctive as well, but in Romanian it's called conjunctive. So it's really up to you how you want to call it. There is a difference to the idea of subjunctive from other Latin languages, since it does not have so many different variations and so many different use cases, like Spanish, for example. Conjunctive is the mood that you will use whether you want it or not from the beginning moments of your Romanian journey, because you want to say vreau să or îmi place să or pot să. Although with pot you can definitely use the infinitive as well. We're going to talk more about the infinitive and the other moods in the video from tomorrow, in other moods, and that's going to cover the infinitive, the imperative, and so on. Moods that are important but not so important as the subjunctive. The reason I cover subjunctive separately is because, as I said previously, you will use it from maybe not day 1 but from day 10. And now, without further ado, let's go and have a look a bit more in detail at it. But before we do that, please give a like to this video if you enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. The subjunctive is a difficult topic that has already a lot of explanation in the Romanian Academy videos, and the way you should think about subjunctive is really the second verb. As long as you remember this idea of I want to go or I like playing, for example, the to plus infinitive in English, or the ing after a main verb like want or can or so on, then you're good to go. The subjunctive is not a very difficult mood to learn. The most difficult thing, I guess, is the third person, which changes in terms of the phonetics, and the last letter changes for third person. And other than that is the phonetics, obviously that will encounter some changes within the word itself. And finally, probably the actual usage, that, let's be honest, the subjunctive present tense is really easy. There is also a subjunctive perfect, but more on that in a bit. So the subjunctive present tense already has a masterclass here on the Romanian Academy YouTube channel, season 10, moduri or moods. I suppose there are other ways to translate this, but moods I think is the most grammatically correct. So in season 10 we're talking about moods, and we have already a conjunctive masterclass, and there will be more materials about the conjunctive because it's such an important mood on Patreon. Links in the description, and also to Discord and all the others. You get all the you get the link to this also in the description, and I really recommend you, after you get an idea of what conjunctive is, since this is not something you find on Gramatica Limbii Române, I would just point you straight to this video. Really useful to get an idea. And then if you're interested in actual exercises, practice, live speaking, or anything like that, please let me know in the comments, and I will organize a specific class. And just tell us basically what are you lacking, what are you missing from being a conjunctive professional. After that, and I mean, if you don't want to do any of that, just go to this link, get the Romanian as Essential Grammar book from Ramana Gönchel. As always, I suggest it, and I will suggest it until the end of this grammar bit. And the reason is also because it has here, if you go to verbs, it has all the different moods and tenses very, very well explained, and can you see here? It has subjunctive with the present subjunctive, with the verbs ending in IE, the irregular verbs, very, very, very crazy. All of this. The uses, a separate section just for uses, which is really good. Many more than what you kind of expect. So yes, the conjunctive or subjunctive is the second verb, but also many other things can be expressed with subjunctive, and also the past subjunctive, which I'm going to briefly mention, and definitely will have its own video on the moods playlist, season 10 here. The past subjunctive or the subjunctive perfect is something a bit of I would say it's an intermediate topic. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's advanced, because the usage is limited, but it's very clear when you should use it. Some people don't even use it. Some people just, instead of using the past subjunctive, use the present subjunctive, which is not ideal grammatically speaking, but it works. I mean, in spoken Romanian, the colloquial Romanian that everybody speaks, I suppose that works. Past conjunctive or subjunctive is the one with fi. So să fi fost, să fi avut, să fi mers. And the participle, which is a separate mood, and it's not so important to mention it in a separate video. So that's why I recommend you go back to the checklist, check day 18. I don't know if you want to think about it as conjunctive or subjunctive. That's completely up to you guys. Let me know, which one do you use? Conjunctive or subjunctive? Do you have it in your own language? And please let us know in the comments below. Next, other moods, with all of those that we mentioned or we just briefly touched on today. And yeah, until tomorrow, la revedere.